Alright, lastly, we're going to get into these man beaters. We're going to start on wide trips week. I already picked the play, but obviously, part of beating man, you're going to have to know, are they blitzing? Do they got two high safeties? Do they got one high safety? So are they in cover two man, cover one man, or are they in a blitz zero? And all that's going to alter is how many people you block. But our main routes we're going to want to run versus these are like speed crossers, zigs, slants, quick posts. These are all going to destroy man. You just have to understand that if they're in cover two, they got two high guys. You can't really run any deep posts that might beat them blitz zero or cover one man blitz. And then, thinking through stuff like that, you might have to run more zigs and slants with that. Versus cover one, maybe you can have a extra vertical guy because obviously they have one guy in the middle of the field, so maybe you stretch them two ways on the outsides and then maybe two slants in the middle, a zig and a slant, something like that. Or if they're in blitz zero, you can really do whatever you want. You can have, if you have a speed advantage, you can throw a streak. You're obviously going to block more, so you're probably going to have three routes. So, you got a streak, a zig, and a slant, or a streak and two slants, or a streak and two zigs, anything like that. I always like to have like a zig and a slant, an outside and an inside release, so that if they're shading, one of them gets open, and a vertical. That's sort of my go-to there. But we're just going to do it out of this nickel. So first we'll do cover two man. We're in wide trips week right now. Cover two, you can't really attack vertically because they have help over top. So I'm going to keep an extra blocker. I've got this angle route by Sanders, which is going to be a good option. And then I've got a couple slants on the field. So actually I'm just going to do this. And you use motion snaps. So this is going to give Deshaun Jackson, you see he's already beat his guy. But as you can see, just cross stuff, keep it underneath versus cover two man, and you should be good. A lot of times you'll start throwing purples out though in cover two man. That's when you throw in, alright, who's got a speed advantage? Rager's got a speed advantage, Goodwin's got a speed advantage. Alright, so maybe he's going to run cover two man, put both of them in purples. He's not, obviously it's the CPU, so they're not going to do it. That's when you do something like this. Oh shit, I didn't mean to snap it. But I would probably block X just as a sixth man of protection. And then I'd have these two guys crossing like this. So like that's a good thing if they're doing the purples. If he uses the streaks, then you hit something underneath. But if he has the two purples, they're going to take away that slant. They won't take away that angle, but then he doesn't have help over the top, so you hit him over the top. So here, let's try the slant. For the hell of it. So beating man is gotta have a little bit of speed, at least a guy or two that has 0 to a positive speed advantage. Otherwise, you're gonna have to find lots of angle routes and stuff, which is hard to find in playbooks. So next, if we go to trips tight end, we got a speed crosser here. So cover two, is going to they're gonna have help over the top, so I want to clear that safety with this the streak by X. And I'm going to use zigs and slants, so I'm going to motion this guy actually. Motion, zigs, and slants are the name of the game, versus man. So square's open, boom, circle's open. So at that point you're just picking apart the user. Whichever one he doesn't use is the one you throw. So let's go back to that. This is out of trips tight end, offset, play action crossers. Simple combo. Throw a motion in with it. Boom. Squares open. Circles open. Beautiful. And I'm actually going to go out of the playbook so you guys know exactly what formation I'm in. So I'm trying to think. Bunch has angle routes and stuff. I don't usually try and beat man with bunch. Bunch tight end though. This is my go-to versus man. So let's go. Let's throw in a cover one here. Alright, so we're in a cover one. So we got posts. I'm just gonna streak that guy anyways. This is what you gotta think through. You always want to have 6 guys blocking probably. So block your running back. Use motions. Use zigs and slants. So this is one of my favorite setups. zig triangle, slant circle. I've got the post. I'm a motion circle, motion snapping. So I got some release. Triangle's open right now, square's open, circle's open. I was just talking, so I ain't gonna throw it, but I had 3 guys open within 3 seconds there. You can then do like, you can run this guy over to the other side and run the slants the other way. And you know, you can mix fades in and stuff. But it's all about zigs, slants, posts, quick things. Have a vertical route. So triangle's open, square's open. That dude just made a hell of a play. I let upfield, probably just lead to the sideline there. Again, out of bunch tight end, you have a speed crosser. You can't really tell that they're in cover 1 here, but keep that streak just in case they're in cover 2. Circle, triangle, everybody's open. Beautiful. Just make sure you're utilizing motions, slants, zigs, etc. We got a bunch open tight end next. I like this one more versus blitz 0, so I'll run it versus blitz 0. Just because the routes are so out, or they start so wide that sometimes it's tough to run off deep cover 2 zones with the posts and stuff that's going on. You'll see what I'm talking about. And you can max cover out of this by just doing this. So I like to do something like this. Boom. So it's blitz 0, I'm gonna block 7 just for an extra guy. R1, X. Great play by Jair Alexander. But this is how you beat blitzes. So I'm actually gonna leave him. He has an angle route there. So that angle route's an extra man beater. Got post. So it doesn't let you motion snap when you do circle, only X. But X, R1. So I was trying to hit R1, just got pressured. As you can see, this play right here, this is the slide trail. Very good versus man as well, though. Just because of the route combos, the sharp cuts, etc. Man, I don't know what Carson Wentz is doing, but as you can see, I've got some separation there to make a good throw. I'm gonna try and get it before I stop. So the motion's gonna give me a little head start on that dude. X is open. Yeah, that just ain't working. But as you can see, dudes are open. It's all about just, can you block their line, I guess. Let's see what other, so out of those formations, you got bunch tight end, bunch open tight end, trips tight end, Y trips weak. You can run bunch. There's an angle route and stuff in there. Sort of self-explanatory though as far as beating man. And what used to be a good man beater is inside wheels, but you know, Madden is just, I'm not a huge fan of the man coverage in this Madden. It's too OP because wheel route should beat it, right? I'm gonna even throw myself an extra blocker. And the wheel route just gets absolutely destroyed. Like, it don't work at all. So, big thing this year is going to be slants, zigs, stuff like that. So, throw them out there. Ooh, terrible bump, accidental bump there. So, slants, zigs, motions, going to be what you want to do versus man in this year's Madden. I wouldn't try the wheels too much. They just aren't very good. And yeah, you just got to be smart about attacking vertically is going to be better though this year. I've burned tons of guys deep already this year. You know how they got that weird animation last year, and it helped them pick it off. But they're not getting that this year. But the people are running lots of man cover with the purple zones, so having that vertical guy is very key to succeeding versus man. So there's the vertical guy, as you can see. Very important to have him as well. But the main thing to remember versus man is motions, slants, zigs, and make sure you got a vertical if they're not playing cover 2. because, and make sure it's on the guy who's got a speed advantage. Check speed advantage, hold L2, and just use your right analog stick to sort of go around here so you can see who's got speed advantage and who doesn't.